So what is up, guys? Let's get into today's market recap. So coming on to ES today. Okay, what my bias was I was trying to. This was the London highs, London lows, Asian highs, and Asian lows or the rejection lows. We had the similar thing in ES. We had SMT on both the sides. So first I wanted to see SMT on one side get removed. Basically, we had this 4 valley gap as well in NQ, so price could go there and come lower. So these are my scenarios. Number one scenario, when I see price get comfortable above the London highs, we could look for the 4-hour context high to get taken. Okay, simple. Okay, 4-hour context high is also a really good high because price was in 4-hour context before, so it made sense for that. The second one is trying to sell from that because we will be tapping into the 4-hour fair value gap at that point in ENQ, and at that time we could sweep this context high and we could push lower, which also looked like a really good scenario. And the third scenario is if price just wants to like just keep going lower and have this SMT, I would love to take a shot. Okay, basically these three are my scenarios. First, we formed this 15-minute fair value gap and we inversed it. With this SMT and this 15-minute inversion look nice for shots. Okay, but the thing is, what's my narrative? The narrative must be something, right? So probably if this 15-minute fair value gap could have formed, that would be a nice narrative to target the 4-hour rejection lows. But what happened is price didn't do that. Okay, price actually wasn't in my favor at that point. We did create a 15-minute fair value gap in NQ, but what actually happened was price swept the London lows and pushed higher at that point. Okay, um we basically were very close to this and we came to this fast. This was like a really fast move at the market open, and this was definitely not able to be captured because at that point the ES was respecting a 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and that fair value gap took the context at that point. So I was kind of like doing the opposite things. And this first leg was when both the prices did the same thing. Okay. So what actually happened is then we came here. After that, I wanted to see like a 15-minute context to short, but I never had that 15-minute fair value gap form. The price was just keep on doing like this. At this point, price already took the highs. I don't want to took the drawn liquidity. I don't want to look for shorts anymore. But here, maybe this 5-minute fair value gap I could have entered, but it was really not A plus because that 5-minute fair value gap didn't have any liquidity sweep or a good entry pattern that I could find out. So that's fine. And also in this 5-minute fair value gap plus fair value area, I didn't have anything that was really nice for me to short. With this fair value gap plus fair value area is nice and the drawn liquidity is nice, but at the lower time frame I didn't have any proper entry for this thing because we also didn't have any prominent fair value gaps in this leg that kind of made it a weak leg, and I didn't get any entry. The good thing is I didn't FOMO in this pair today. Probably I would have taken some bad trade, which would have been a winner today because the delivery was quick. But honestly, I didn't take any bad trade today, so that's actually a good thing. I didn't FOMO in or do anything bad. That's a nice thing. Now let's get to ES. So yes, I mean EU and GU basically it had it had one A plus setup for the day. But the thing was, I was just like after this one, I was like not that happy, so I just kind of like, and I also had like only $3 or $4 left in that account, so I kind of rushed the trade, uh, and I got breached in my 1K instant account. That's fine because honestly, I wouldn't have taken that trade. I just took that trade because that account is almost dead. It just had only around 0.5% or some buffer, and I don't wanna like lock in with that account because it's gonna take all waste all my time. So I just left that account as it is. So Let's come back to ES and EU and GU. What we had actually was with the London Asian. London low 4 hour fair value gap was here. That rejection low was this. So basically, that was GU. But in EU, what actually we had was we had one 4 hour fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. So one thing about the 4 hour fair value gap in EU is that we'll have in context. So a short was valid, but at the time price was 50-50. So these were my these were my entry. We had this 4 hour fair value gap. If we invest this 15 minute, a short towards this fair value gap projection low looks nice. Okay. Similarly, we swept the London high, so this could also push lower at the meantime. Meanwhile, and the second one is we just respect this fair value gap and we run higher. Only these two scenarios for today. So what happened was we closed before the 15 minute. We closed below this 15-minute fair value gap, rejection high. At this point itself, it's really nice to see that happen. So let me check what happened. So basically, after that, when we had this close below this 15-minute bearish fair value gap that we had around at this area, correct? When we had this, honestly, uh, okay, we kind of completely invalidated it, yeah. So honestly, we could have taken a shot at this point of time itself in this 5 minute fair value gap. Yes, all about this and TP will be the context. It's around 2 an hour, which is definitely valid. But this was like before market, it was like 9 a.m. EST, it was not even New York Open. Okay, so what price did it was it went to the top 5 minute fair value gap, then it pushed really good lower. This one is really nice, and we found a 15-minute fair value gap at that time also. I was waiting for this 15-minute fair value gap to form to short from it. So the bad trade I took was basically I took a limit at here. Okay, SL was here, TP was here. Okay, honestly, that in itself is a winning trade, definitely. Okay, see, so it took the limit like this. This is definitely a winning trade. But what actually happened was I was low on funds, right? So I got margin called way before, kind of like here itself. I got margin called and I lost the trade. So that was what happened at that point. So enter limit on short on 50-minute fair value gap. Okay, this one didn't work out. So after this, what I was looking for the market was okay, fine. This was not that good. So basically, that was honestly the was not the A plus setup, but that definitely worked. Okay, I wouldn't say it's not an A plus setup because it worked. I just got margin card. Okay, that trade was also a good trade. Okay, but the better trade and the faster trade would have been us waiting for a good setup from this. And I was looking at this, and it was beautiful. Honestly, what we had was we had a 5 minute fair value gap in and 5 minute fair value gap out. That in itself is a sharp turn. Okay, that's nice. Okay, we had this sharp turn and this one as well. So that was really nice to see it from price. Then we respected and gave this nice candle. We could have entered right here also, or else you could have waited for this close below. And the entry at this point was with the SL above this highs, which is protected because this is like rejection high, and targeting 1 into 1 would be inside the context. We could even contact target 1 to 5. Then price slowly delivered into this for our context low. Narrative 15 minute entry, 5 minute sharp and 5 minute IFG CSD, and the round liquidity is 15 minute low. So this was the A plus trade setup of the trade, and I was looking at this trade and it was really nice. But I didn't take this because I got margin called on the previous trade, but that's fine. Honestly, the setup works. There's something that I need to tell to myself if setup works because I'm kind of losing confidence every now and then on the setup. But the real thing is the setup is working. I'm getting trades. This is a A plus trade. I had this yesterday. I didn't have any entry. Fine. Today I had this A plus trade. Okay. Even though I was waiting the whole time and I didn't get a trade in this long, I had a trade. Okay, it's working. It's not like it's not working. So this is something that I have to tell myself. It's working. The trade is working. Just stick on to the process, and you're gonna see better results eventually. Every time for the past 2 months, I've been doing some kind of mistake and losing money. But honestly, this is the first time the results are really good from the back test. And if I lock in, I can really see a good have a really good time trading for the next few months if I lock in. So that's something that I need to keep in mind. Okay, can do it.